Welcome back to Sugarbee, the hive where TV mysteries unravel. Hidden clues come to light, and fan theories finally make sense. Today, we're diving deep into the latest shocker from Heartland. The trailer for Season 19 Episode 10 has officially dropped, and trust me, it's not just a teaser. It's a warning. Something big is coming. And the writers are hiding clues everywhere. In the shadows, in the silences, and even in the characters' faces. What secrets are the trailers trying to reveal? What leaks are already spreading behind the scenes? Stay with me because once you see the clues, you'll never watch Heartland the same way again. Episode 10's trailer begins with a visual that instantly feels heavy, unsettling, and strangely symbolic. Heartland Ranch, usually warm and inviting with wide blue skies and golden fields, appears under a sky that feels weighted with tension. The clouds hang low, darkening the landscape in a way we rarely see in this series. It's not raining, but it looks like the world is holding its breath, waiting for something, bracing for something. This is the kind of shot that doesn't just set a mood. It tells a story before a single line of dialogue is spoken. The cinematography is unusually intentional here. The camera doesn't sweep over the ranch quickly like it normally does. Instead, it moves slowly, almost nervously, as if it's unsure of what it might find around the corner. The wind isn't blowing. The trees aren't moving. Even the horses in the distance seem strangely still. This is the kind of calm that hides a storm, the calm that comes right before everything changes. Then comes the first small but crucial sound, a faint echo of wind brushing past the microphone. Even though nothing in the shot is moving, it feels unnatural, like a whisper from the environment itself. Immediately after, we hear a barn door creak open slowly, but we're not shown who opened it. This is a deliberate technique used in trailers to create unease. It's meant to make viewers lean in, pay attention, and realize something isn't right here. And that's silence. Heartland is a show full of soft background noises, horses breathing, boots on gravel, birds chirping. But in this trailer, something is different. The soundscape feels empty, drained of life. The ranch seems to be holding on to a secret it doesn't want to reveal yet. This eerie quietness is a clue in itself, hinting that a major emotional shift is about to unfold. The opening shot feels symbolic. It's not just the weather turning dark, it's the story. For 19 seasons, Heartland has used nature to mirror the character's emotional state. Sunny days mean peace. Windy days mean tension. But a heavy, unmoving sky, that usually means a storm is building not only in the air, but in the hearts of the people who live on the ranch. This shot tells us one thing. This episode is not just another chapter. It's the turning point. The use of light and shadow suggests hidden truths. The stillness suggests a buildup of emotions waiting to explode. The lingering camera hints that what's coming is not just difficult, it's inevitable. This is the kind of opening the show uses when a major conflict is about to collide with the characters' lives. Whether it's a family disagreement, an unexpected visitor, or a decision that changes everything, the trailer's first moments quietly warn us. Something is about to break. Something the characters have been avoiding, ignoring, or denying is finally coming to the surface. This is the emotional storm of the season. And episode 10 is where it hits. The trailer wastes no time shifting the emotional tone. After the stormy opening shot of Heartland Ranch, it cuts to Amy Fleming, standing completely alone, near the barn, framed against a muted gray sky. There's no music under her shot, no warm lighting, no comforting presence nearby. Instead, we get a stark, quiet moment that immediately tells fans everything they need to know. Amy is not okay. Her body language is the first giveaway. Amy isn't moving with her usual confidence or calmness. Her shoulders are tense, her arms are close to her body, and her stance is rigid, almost defensive. It's a posture that says she's holding something in, fighting an internal battle she doesn't want anyone to witness. Her eyes, usually bright and focused, look distant, as if she's somewhere else entirely. She's staring toward the fields, but it's clear she's not really seeing them. She's lost in a place inside herself where the pain has been quietly growing all season. For viewers who've been paying attention, these signs have been building since episode 1. Amy has always been the emotional pillar of the show, the healer, the problem solver, the one who puts everyone else first. But this season, that strength has slowly started to look more like pressure. Each episode revealed tiny cracks in her calm exterior, a pause before answering someone, a quiet sigh she thought nobody heard, a moment where she hesitated, lost in a memory. It's subtle, heartbreakingly subtle, but it's been there all along. Season 19 has been intentionally pushing Amy into situations where she helps others at the cost of her own emotional well-being. She trains horses dealing with trauma. She supports family members through complicated decisions. She takes on responsibilities no one else can handle. But at no point has she stopped to deal with her own unresolved grief, her own memories, her own future. She keeps moving forward on the outside, while carrying a weight that grows heavier on the inside. This is why the shot in the trailer is so powerful and so alarming. It finally shows what fans have been fearing. Amy's strength is starting to collapse under the burden she refuses to acknowledge. Then comes the leak that fans cannot stop talking about, a behind-the-scenes photo showing Amber Marshall filming what appears to be an emotional breakdown scene. Her eyes are red, her face is wet with tears, and her expression is one of raw vulnerability. Amber rarely films scenes like this, which makes the leak even more significant. Fans immediately connected it to episode 10, believing that this moment, the one where Amy finally breaks, is the emotional centerpiece of the episode. From the trailer alone, we can already sense where her arc is heading. The quiet storm inside her is reaching its limit. The tension she's been holding is no longer manageable. The truth she's been avoiding about her past, her future, or her own emotional needs, is about to demand her attention. Amy's moment alone at the barn isn't just sadness. It's the beginning of a collapse she can no longer stop. Episode 10 is going to confront her with the truth she's been running from, and fans know this is about to change everything. After the quiet but emotionally heavy shot of Amy, the trailer transitions to a scene that immediately signals a shift in tone. We see Jack Bartlett standing alone in the wide-open fields of Heartland, a place that has always symbolized peace, strength, and stability. But in this moment, Jack is anything but at peace. His expression is troubled, his stance unusually tense, and his eyes fixed on something far in the distance. This is a look fans recognize instantly. It's the same haunted expression Jack wore during some of the show's darkest storylines, when the family was in danger, when secrets were about to break loose, or when heartbreak was quietly approaching the ranch long before anyone else noticed it. Jack has always been the quiet guardian of Heartland, the one who can sense emotional storms even before they reach the horizon. That's why this moment in the trailer hits so hard. Jack isn't just thinking, he isn't just observing, he looks worried in a way that suggests he already knows what's coming, even if no one else does yet. What makes this shot so powerful is the subtlety. Jack isn't talking. He isn't moving. He's simply staring out over the land with eyes that seem to be piecing together something the rest of the family hasn't realized yet. The wrinkles on his forehead deepen, his jaw tightens, and there's a softness in his eyes that feels like fear, not for himself, but for the people he loves. Over the 19 seasons of Heartland, Jack's intuition has been one of the show's emotional anchors. He senses danger the way other people sense a shift in the wind. He recognizes when someone in the family is hurting, even when they pretend everything is fine. He understands the land, the animals, and the emotional rhythms of the people around him better than anyone else. And when Jack looks like this, something is definitely wrong. Then comes the moment that has fans talking, a quick, almost jarring shot of Jack, turning sharply, as if snapped out of deep thought by something alarming off-screen. It lasts barely a second, but it stands out. Jack doesn't turn suddenly unless something grabs his attention, something unusual, something urgent. The editors left this moment in the trailer for a reason. It's a clue, a hint that whatever is approaching the family is close enough for Jack to feel it physically. The lighting in this scene is intentionally muted. The sky is overcast, the wind barely moves, and the fields behind Jack look more like a warning than a comfort. Even the horses in the far background seem unsettled. Adding to the tension of the moment, fans have started speculating about what Jack senses. Is it connected to Amy's emotional storm? Is it tied to Tim's unresolved past? Could it be about Georgie's upcoming decision? Or is it something bigger, a danger to the ranch, the family, or a relationship that's about to fracture? Whatever the truth is, one thing is clear. Jack feels it first. He always does, and this time, the fear in his eyes tells us the storm heading toward Heartland is unlike anything the family has faced before. The trailer wastes no time dropping us into pure emotional chaos, and at the center of it all stands Tim Fleming. For years, Heartland fans have watched Tim evolve, stumble, try again, and grow into the complicated man he is today. But episode 10 hints at something different, something darker. This isn't the Tim we've gotten used to in the last few seasons. This is Tim being dragged back into a past he's been running from for decades. The trailer opens with a jarring moment. Tim snaps at someone off-screen. It's not a mild irritation. It's not the usual Tim frustration. This is a visceral reaction, fast, explosive, unfiltered. The camera catches the tension in his voice, the stiffness in his posture, and the raw anger that almost seems involuntary. Immediately after, we see him pacing back and forth, breathing hard, trying to collect himself. But he can't. Something is eating at him. Something big. And this moment tells us everything. Tim isn't angry at someone else. Tim is angry at himself. For most of season 19, subtle clues have been dropped, a name mentioned once, an awkward pause when asked about his rodeo days, a worried look when Jessica brings up things he never dealt with. Fans have been speculating for weeks that a ghost from Tim's past is coming back. And now the trailer all but confirms it. One leaked script page, allegedly from a late-season table read, described a scene involving a confrontation that changes Tim's direction. At first, viewers weren't sure what that meant, but then fans noticed a shot in the trailer that instantly connected the dots. Jack walking away from Tim, shaking his head, looking deeply disappointed. That single moment hit like a punch because Jack doesn't walk away from Tim unless something serious has happened. And if Jack is disappointed, it means Tim crossed a line, a big one. Whether this secret involves someone from his rodeo career, a mistake he buried, or a promise he broke, the tension in the trailer makes it clear that Tim is about to face consequences he can't dodge this time. This isn't about business troubles, relationship drama, or ranch disagreements. This feels personal. This feels historic. This feels like the kind of storyline that redefines a character. The pacing scene, the frustration, the clenched fists, the hard breathing suggests that Tim's facade is cracking. He's usually able to bluff his way out, talk his way around conflict, or bury his emotions deep enough that no one can see them. But here, he's unraveling. Something from the past has cornered him, and he knows it. What makes this even more dramatic is the way the trailer frames it. Tim stands alone in an open space, the sky behind him wide and heavy, almost symbolic. Heartland rarely isolates characters visually unless their storyline is about internal struggle. And isolation is exactly what Tim feels. If the leaked script is true, if the confrontation with Jack is real, then episode 10 might push Tim into one of the toughest emotional arcs he's faced in years. And this time, the family may not be able to shield him. Whatever is coming, Tim won't be able to outrun it anymore. The trailer gives us one of its quietest yet most emotionally powerful moments when we see Georgie sitting alone, clutching something tightly in her hands. It's a simple shot. No dramatic music, no dialogue, no chaos around her, just silence, and the weight of a decision she's been avoiding for far too long. That silence speaks louder than any line in the trailer. What's she holding? Fans are divided. Some believe it's a letter from a scouting organization. Others think it's a contract offering her a major opportunity overseas. And some fear it may be a goodbye note she intends to leave behind for the family. Whatever it is, the object in her hands symbolizes a crossroads. For seasons now, Georgie has been torn between her riding dreams and her connection to Heartland. And this scene feels like the moment where she finally confronts that conflict head-on. Georgie has grown so much since we first met her, from a scared foster kid into a powerhouse athlete, a determined young woman with grit and heart. But with growth comes responsibility. And now she's facing the biggest decision of her life. Chase her career at full speed, or stay close to the family that saved her. Her riding ambitions have always come with sacrifices, but episode 10 hints at a sacrifice unlike any before. The camera in the trailer does something very intentional. It shows people walking behind her. They're close, yet she's not engaging with them. That's the clue. If Georgie were comfortable with her choice, she'd tell the family. She'd talk to Lou or Amy or Jack. But she doesn't. She's keeping this moment to herself. Which means the decision isn't just hard, it's terrifying. This is classic Heartland storytelling. The show doesn't just follow dreams. It examines the emotional cost of chasing them. If Georgie's decision takes her away from home again, the family will feel it deeply. Amy, especially, would have to let go of someone she helped raise. And if Georgie chooses to stay, she risks giving up opportunities she once fought so hard for. The real heartbreak is that there is no right answer. No matter what she chooses, someone gets hurt, maybe even Georgie herself. And that's why this moment in the trailer is so powerful. Heartland rarely shows Georgie vulnerable or unsure. She's usually confident, driven, unstoppable. But here, her eyes reveal the fear of losing something, or someone. Fans believe episode 10 could set up Georgie's storyline for the next season, or possibly be the emotional climax of her arc. Whether she leaves again, signs a new contract, or reveals a life-changing secret, this decision will shake the Heartland family. And more importantly, it will change Georgie forever. Heartland has always been strategic about introducing new characters. They don't appear unless they serve a purpose, and this season, a handful of new faces slipped into the story so quietly that many fans assumed they were just background additions. But the episode 10 trailer proves that assumption wrong. Suddenly, these characters show up again and again, almost too often to be coincidence. One works at the rodeo. This character has floated around the edges of Tim's scenes, picking up small details, watching dynamics, asking subtle questions that didn't seem important at the time. But the trailer shows him again, positioned in the background of a tense moment involving Tim. Coincidence? Heartland doesn't do random. This suggests he may know something or someone from Tim's past that's about to explode into the present. Then there's the newcomer, with connections to Tim's old rodeo circle. This character has been friendly enough, but the way he appears in the trailer gives off an unsettling vibe. He steps into frame during a heated moment, almost like he's waiting for something or someone to slip up. Fans suspect he carries secrets or memories Tim hoped would stay buried. Finally, we have the ranch-interested character, someone who seems overly curious about the property. The horses, the routines, everything. Their reappearance in the trailer instantly sparked theories. Some think he's tied to a business move. Others believe he's the one connected to the big twist. The leaks have been hinting at for months, and those leaks matter. A rumored final season plot twist described an unexpected outsider with a hidden agenda. Suddenly, these three new faces, once ignored, look suspiciously important. The trailer's editing supports this. New characters don't just appear. They appear at moments of conflict, tension, or danger. It's like the producers are quietly saying, pay attention, these people matter. And longtime Heartland fans know exactly what that means, an incoming storyline that will disrupt the family's stability. If any of these new characters turn out to be connected to Tim's past mistakes, Georgie's upcoming decision, or Jack's intuitive warnings, then episode 10 is setting up more than drama. It's setting up a season-defining turning point. The message is clear. These new characters aren't here for filler. They're here for impact. And episode 10 is likely the moment we finally discover the real reason they arrived at Heartland. From the very beginning of the trailer, we sense a storm building, but in chapter 7, that storm finally breaks. The quick cuts, the frantic pacing, the emotional tension. This isn't random editing. This is Heartland signaling that the season's slow burn is about to ignite in the biggest way yet. First, the slammed door. Heartland rarely uses sharp sound cues unless something serious is happening. A slammed door means a fight, one that's intense enough that someone needed to physically walk away. It's a symbol of frustration boiling over. Then, the tense argument. We don't hear the words, but the body language says everything. Two characters are facing off, voices rising, emotions cracking, whether it's Tim and Jack, Lou and someone on the ranch, or even Georgie confronting her future. The tension is unmistakable. Next, the horse panicking in the distance. Heartland often uses animals as emotional mirrors. When a horse is distressed, it means the environment around it is unsettled. Something is off, something big. And the panic in this horse suggests the emotional disturbance isn't just between characters, it's affecting the ranch itself. Then we see Amy running. Amy doesn't run without reason, whether she's responding to an accident, chasing someone down, or trying to stop something from going wrong. Her urgency signals danger or crisis. This clip alone has fans speculating wildly. And then the shot of Lisa looking shocked, genuinely stunned, almost pale. Lisa is one of the calmest, most composed characters on the ranch. For her to look shaken means the reveal she's witnessing is massive. All these clips, flashing by, in just seconds, point toward a single truth. Episode 10 is the emotional eruption the entire season has been building toward. Secrets that were whispered in previous episodes. They're coming out. Tensions that simmered under the surface. They're exploding. Characters who avoided their feelings, they're finally confronting them. This episode is where relationships fracture, trust is challenged, loyalties are tested. Someone reaches a breaking point and the season shifts direction entirely. The brilliance of the trailer is its ability to show chaos without revealing the cause. We see the impact, the fear, the shouting, the running, but not the event itself. That's intentional. They want fans guessing, arguing, theorizing, and it's working. The emotional temperature of the ranch has been rising for weeks. Episode 10 is where that heat finally reaches boiling point, and once it boils over, the story can't go back to what it was. The trailer could have ended with chaos. It could have shown the argument, the danger, or Tim's emotional spiral. Instead, it ends with a shot that freezes everything. Amy and Jack, standing outside in the cold wind, looking at something just out of frame. Their expressions are not angry, not afraid, not confused. They look stunned, stopped in their tracks, like whatever they see is something they never expected or something they hoped they'd never face again. Heartland doesn't end trailers like this unless the final reveal is massive. The framing of the shot is symbolic. Amy and Jack represent the heart and backbone of the ranch. If both of them are stunned, the moment is significant enough to shake the entire family. Fans immediately started theorizing, is someone returning? Is someone leaving the ranch? Is someone hurt? Is a secret finally being exposed? Is an old enemy or friend suddenly back? Is the ranch itself in danger? The cold wind adds another layer. Weather in Heartland is symbolic. A windstorm often signals the arrival of change, conflict, or a turning point. This final visual screams transformation. Some believe they're reacting to Georgie's decision. Others think Tim's secret finally comes out and directly impacts the ranch. A more dramatic theory suggests a returning character, someone from past seasons, arrives unexpectedly. Another theory proposes a legal or financial bombshell that threatens Heartland's future. But the key detail is how still Amy and Jack are. They're rooted to the ground, staring at whatever is in front of them. Amy's face appears soft but shaken. Jack's expression is heavier, a mix of recognition and disbelief. This is not fear. This is not anger. This is the moment everything changes. And that's exactly why the trailer ends here. Episode 10 is the point where the season pivots. After this moment, every character, every storyline, every relationship will shift. Nothing can go back to normal because whatever they're looking at carries consequences that will echo into episodes 11, 12, and possibly into season 20. This final shot is the perfect cliffhanger. It emotionally hooks the audience, ignites the fandom, and sets the stage for the final arc of the season. By leaving the mystery off screen, the trailer ensures fans spend the entire week speculating, analyzing, and waiting. Episode 10 isn't just another installment. It's the turning point, the moment Heartland Season 19 truly begins its endgame. As the trailer breakdown leads us to its final moments. Everything we've seen, the storm clouds, Amy's hidden struggle, Jack's intuition, Tim's past, Georgie's decision, the mysterious newcomers, and the boiling conflicts, all collide into one breathtaking conclusion. The storm that hovered over Heartland from the very first shot has finally broken. Episode 10 ends with the family facing the truth they've been avoiding all season. Something or someone has arrived to change the ranch forever. The camera closes in on Amy and Jack as they stand frozen in the cold wind. The tension is no longer subtle. It's real, it's in front of them, and it's not going away. This moment isn't just a cliffhanger. It's a crossroads. Tim's past has resurfaced in a way he cannot escape. Georgie's decision has a ripple effect that fractures more than one relationship. The new characters reveal their true purpose and their connection to the ranch. Secrets spill out, tears fall, and the family's foundation is shaken, but in classic Heartland fashion. The chaos leads to something deeper, a reminder that even the strongest families can break. But they can also rebuild. The final scene doesn't give answers. It gives only a haunting promise. Everything changes in episode 10, and nothing, absolutely nothing will be the same when episode 11 arrives. Your audience is left with the biggest questions of the season. What did Amy and Jack see? What choice did Georgie finally make? What secret from Tim's past just exploded? And who, or what, is about to walk into the ranch and rewrite the family's future? Episode 10 isn't just the emotional climax of season 19. It is the moment that sets up the most dramatic final episodes Heartland has delivered in years. The story ends not with peace, but with a storm. A storm that will test the family. A storm that will expose truths. A storm that will force every character to confront who they are and who they want to become. And as the screen fades to black, the message is clear. Heartland is entering its most powerful chapter yet.